Pakistan is facing the threat of an economic collapse, similar to that of Sri Lanka, with the country's rupee falling more sharply than expected. That will weigh on the country's ability to pay for imports of essential items in the coming weeks, at a time when its foreign currency holdings are already near a 9-year low. The situation is fast turning dire, with experts predicting that Pakistan will have to start rationing petrol and diesel soon. In addition to the food crisis, the country is already battling. Low foreign exchange reserves, especially dollars, and a falling domestic currency are recipes for an economic disaster. Pakistan's forex reserves have fallen below $5 billion from about $17 billion a year ago, underscoring the dire situation the country faces, similar to what Sri Lanka experiencing. Experts say Pakistan's current foreign currency holdings of $4.34 billion are enough to cover maybe a week's worth of imports, just about. The government is unable to fulfill its foreign debts without borrowing from friendly nations due to the dramatic decrease in its import cover, because of which Pakistan has approached the International Monetary Fund for a bailout. But media reports suggest Pakistan has not been successful in its attempt to seek further help from the IMF. Instead, it has received financial help from its allies China and Saudi Arabia. The rupee has declined sharply despite being managed by the State Bank of Pakistan, and the country could soon face a shortage of fuel and essential items like food because of its inability to pay for imports. That comes after reports last week that no flour was available in several cities, including Lahore, the second most populous city in Pakistan, thanks to skyrocketing prices. Shehbaz Sharif-led Pakistan government has raised prices of wheat flour, sugar and ghee by about 25 to 60%, essentially removing state subsidies, which is a part of a condition for an IMF bailout. The IMF had asked Pakistan to hike power and gas prices for the revival of its stalled funding program. Earlier this month, to save energy, which is primarily derived from imported oil, Pakistan asked government employees to work from home and ordered markets, wedding halls and retail malls to close early. Pakistan also put up its embassy property in Washington up for sale in what is being viewed as a desperate attempt to ensure the economy does not crash. In yet another major blow, a separate report shows the World Bank has delayed 2 loans totaling $1.1 billion until April. For more on this story, we're now joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik from Islamabad. Anas, perhaps to even say that the situation is getting worse by the hour would be an understatement. We've already seen reports and images of food riots taking place in some parts of Pakistan. Clearly, there is no money left for imports. The country is in the grip of an unprecedented food and energy crisis. And at the moment, it does not look like that IMF bailout package that Pakistan has been hoping for is going to come anytime soon. What really is the thinking right now in the corridors of power in Islamabad? Is this a sort of a panic situation now for the government?
Well, it was panic earlier, but not anymore, because even if the IMF is on a delay, the World Bank payments for about $1.1 billion that was to come yesterday, they're expected to come in the coming week or by the end of this week, and we're looking at an inflow of US dollars of and a cash injection, to be precise, in Pakistan's economy. The reserves are right now at about 4 billion US dollars. That's roughly to do about 24 days of imports to keep the country running. But today the State Bank Governor Jamil Ahmed, while addressing a press conference in Pakistan's port city of Karachi, has announced that they're expecting, or rather they've been assured an injection, a cash injection of USD in Pakistan's dollar reserve. So that would somehow get the situation onto a better. We've seen, you mentioned about the food crisis that was there. It was briefly there for one very reasons, because Pakistan's agriculture economy area had been literally been drowned. 70% of Pakistan's agriculture economy area in the province of Sindh, in the province of Balochistan, and in the province of Punjab had drowned due to very recent floodings that we saw. But the government had made arrangements, alternate arrangements rather, a bit too late. And since then we've seen that things have gotten considerably in control, including the wheat prices and the flour prices coming down by about 60% of the margin of what it was being sold at. So things somehow seem to be getting on track, and Pakistani government seems to be getting considerable grip around the situation as to what it was previously. As if we compare it, things are considerably better now. Neha?
All right, we'll have to wait and see how things pan out for Pakistan in the next few days and weeks. Thanks very much, Anas, for those details.